So you guys ready for your next comic? Woo! Yeah? Let's give it up for Rosy!
Hello, friends. Let me just get this shit out of the way. I'll open my grill. So, I don't really know what I'm doing tonight. I apologize. I'm usually a little bit more prepared. I started a new job this week. Shut up. Just shut up right now. It's really weird. My new job is like kind of more like corporate. And if any of you have come out to my shows or like know me personally, you know that I'm not really like PC or like I don't like toe the line at all. So it's been really stressful these last 3 days to like go to this job where I'm supposed to like, there's rules. Like I've never had a job before where there were any rules at all. Like at all. Like there's a code of conduct. I'm like, oh my god, you have one of those here? Man, oh shit. They have like sexual harassment, like protocol. I'm like, man, I'm gonna fuck that up. Real quick. I'm pretty sure I said dick to my boss today. And I was like, god damn it. Oh my god. Already gonna get rid of. So needless to say, there's been a lot of changes. I've typically, pretty much all my life, have worked in restaurants. Is there anybody here that works in a restaurant? Or is I thought so. I kind of got a feeling from the crowd that you guys were like horrible people. I'm horrible, so it's cool that I say that. So it's kind of weird. I'm excited about this. There's a lot of changes in like our family structure at home that has nothing to do with just my daily like work life. Like because of this new job, like I work like a regular, like I get off at like 4, which is, if you work in a restaurant, that never happens. Like that's dinner time. You're always at work if you work in a restaurant at 4 o'clock. So I get home and I like have dinner and have a normal life, but because of that, my husband has had to go down to part-time, and it makes me really proud because I've achieved the dream of finally having a trophy wife. I got home last night and I was like, damn it, where's my dinner? I'm the one that gets my feet rubbed at the end of the night. Like, it's my turn to like get my dick sucked. And it's my turn to come first every time and fall asleep immediately afterwards. It's kind of awkward though, because like I'm a girl still. Like I still have like the shit. And if you fall asleep immediately afterwards when you're a girl, like you're kind of still in the middle of stuff, and he's just like, are you alive? Like, you're asleep right now? Come on. I'm like, you can finish. So there's a lot of other really weird, different changes that I'm not at all used to. Like at my new job, I just found out today, like if I'm sick, I can call, not only can I call in, that's a possibility for me now, but not only that, I might get paid for that day. That's insane for me. Like, I used to have to pay somebody else if I got sick. Like, just calling on the phone, like, I'm literally dying, man. I will give you half of my paycheck if you go to work for me for 4 hours. So I'm gonna be calling in sick a lot now. Man, I just came down with that Ebola. You guys have been talking about sluts a lot, and you know that makes me happy, because I'm a huge slut, like huge. I know I was talking about my husband, but that doesn't matter. I'm a slut. Buy me drinks. parties. Actually, I've been petitioning AB to put a glory hole in the back bathroom for like 6 months now.
Yeah!
I'm like this close to bringing in a sledgehammer myself and fucking duct taping that shit. For those of you that don't know, the perfect, like the best glory holes have duct tape around them. So, dude, anyway. That made me laugh, sorry. So, I guess now that I'm normal, I should be doing normal things with like my peer group. And I've noticed that a lot of my friends from college have like stopped doing like the crazy party night or like doing cocaine and having that meth lab in their dorm room. Can't really do it anymore because they got kids, so they get boring. And I'm not really boring, but I'm trying to fit in because it's important to have friends. So I've started like trying to go to like I call them mom parties because they're not like real like crazy parties. They're just like we're gonna get together and talk about our children and drink wine and cry eventually. And what I mean by that is like a lot of those kinds of things are like makeup parties or like Tupperware parties. My favorite brand of all those parties, however, is the sex toy party. And that is really where women of my age group let loose. Like that's their chance of like having those memories of those cocaine-driven parties. Is like, man, we're gonna go to a sex toy party tonight. It's gonna be crazy. We're gonna see penises. So I've noticed though that although I want to like participate with my friend groups, it never ever works out, and that is because I'm super weird and creepy. So to like keep myself from going to these sex toy parties, I've come up with a list of 8 reasons why you shouldn't invite me to your next sex toy party. So if you guys were thinking about doing that, you won't now. Number 8, I have a penis. It's true. Not funny, but true. That's like the one that I had to include just because it is important, I guess. Penises aren't really important. I don't know why I said that. So number 7 is, so these sex toy parties kind of operate, like they have like this like routine, I guess. In the beginning, I get like they have like a meet and greet, I guess, where everybody sits in a circle and holds hands, like Indian style, and introduces themselves and like gives a fun fact so that you can like laugh at each other or like realize that you're the same and everybody's cool. And at these sex toy parties, the fun one is what's your favorite sex position? Now, a lot of women, like half of the women are like, doggy style. There's a couple of like out there girls that are like, I like reverse cowgirl. And they're like, oh my God, I've never heard that. But I'm always like the weirdo that's like, the squid. They're like, what the fuck? I'm like, you've never like, you know, had like that Zoidberg moment? Women like to cook, I guess, and a lot of women bring hors d'oeuvres to these kind of parties. And reason number 6 why you shouldn't invite me is because unlike the other women that will bring something that's like funny and like quirky, like a little double entendre, like little weenies or sticky buns, I'm gonna bring a cream pie. Number 5. Again, this peer group is kind of like conventional, so they start the evening off with a product line that's somewhat tame, so everybody can get into it. They've only had their first glass of wine, so you know they're feeling a little weird, a little uncomfortable. So they trot out the lotions and lube product line, and there's always like a lot of, you know, like stuff that will like have like this has a tingling sensation, or this one feels like it's burning. But my question is always, is this safe on pets? Number 4. The next branch of these, what they're called passion parties, is flavored passion, and those are like flavor sprays that you like spray on your junk to make it taste like strawberry or like cherry, you know, like something different from the usual, like tilapia that you guys used to. And I love this. Like, I love this section because I have been fucking searching through the online catalogs, fucking Adam and Eve. I'm just trying to find that jism flavored spray. You know, so my guy can like have the same experience I do. Okay, so at this point, women are like, oh my god, we're like using our mouths. We need to take a break. So we have a break, and women go and pee the like 3 glasses of wine that they've had through the course of the evening to get comfortable. And inevitably, people will start talking about movies, because that's just what everybody likes movies. But it's a passion party, and I love porn. I love it. I know that's weird. I know not a lot of women are not like me. Like, I watch it all the time. And so like I'm like, man, this is a sex toy party. We're gonna fucking talk about sex movies. And the conversation always rolls around to it. And the last sex toy party that I went to, I heard from some other room some woman mentioned pirates, and I just like lit up. I was like, oh my god! Have you seen Sasha Grey in Pirates 2?
Yes.
Where are the women's voices? Like, I hear some gruff, like, yeah! Sasha Grey! No, I'm with you. I'm also that gruff man inside. And I'm just like, oh my god, have you seen Pirates 2? Have you seen it? And this woman was like, oh yeah, is that like the parodies? Yeah, my husband was telling me about that. I'm like, yeah man, you gotta see it, it's awesome. And she was like, yeah, like I need to find that. I can't find it. My husband said it was really great and it was really funny. It's a really great parody. And I was like, funny is not exactly how I would describe that movie. Whatever. She's like, yeah, maybe, you know what? I think I saw my son Tyler with it. I'm going to ask him if I can borrow it. And I was like, we're talking about pornography, right? And she's like, no, we were talking about The Notebook, Rosie. I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, why is that the women's version of porn? It's so disappointing. Just makes me want to cut myself. I feel bad for that joke, I'm sorry. So number 2 is at these sex toy parties, you usually come, or you always come to the point in the evening where you reach, everybody's been waiting for it, the piece de resistance, fucking dildos, man. We get to see them. And everybody's all excited, mostly drunk. And we get to, I love this portion of the evening because this is really why I've been coming here. I mean, I like that we get to bond or be around other people, but like, I do a lot of my shopping online because it's really awkward to walk into a sex toy shop with a bunch of truckers looking at you. None of you been in a fucking sex toy shop? Like 90% of the business is from truckers, I promise you.
Just not awkward for me.
I bet. It's not awkward for me either, I'm lying. But it is kind of weird to be feeling like the different types of silicons and elastomers in like the view of perfect strangers. So like these parties are a good opportunity to see what you like without like weirdos watching you like it. But this is also a really awkward situation for me because I don't wear a bra. And a lot of women are like this, but I am especially like this in the fact that I have an indicator on what turns me on or not. A little nipple erection here. So while I'm trying to have small talk with these moms, I'm like, oh yeah, this one doesn't work that well. Oh yeah, that's the one. Full-blown Viagra right there. So number one reason why you shouldn't invite me to your next sex toy party is because of the right before we leave, every woman comes to a sex toy party because they're dying to ask those weird questions about their bodies that they feel uncomfortable to ask their doctors or girlfriends or whatever, and they assume that for some reason the person selling sex toys has some knowledge of what is going on with your body. They have a lot of questions like, is this a weird smell, or is this, I'm into this, is that weird? Lots of like, tell me I'm okay and normal things that are like, is it normal that I smell peanut butter before he comes? Like, what? When you get donkey punched, do you see pink elephants? And finally, I understand that female ejaculation is normal, but have you ever known anybody that squirts neon green? Really? Oh man, me too! We'll hang out.
We were drinking a lot of juice at the time.
Yeah, me too. Thank you guys so much. You've been great.
Let's keep it going for Rosie. Everyone having fun? Yeah. Trevor, I did want to say, there's a reason that you don't find it awkward when you walk into a store like that, because all the truckers get awkwarded out by you.
It's not easy.
There's a story that goes along with this. A couple of weeks ago, Trevor invited me to go shopping with him. So we walked into the store, and I'm entranced. Like, I'm looking at all these, like, pocket pussies and all this shit, and I'm just like, wow. So I lost Trevor for a minute, and I didn't realize what he was doing until I heard him ask the cashier, but how many of these can I fit in my ass? Look at the time, I gotta go. Shit. Alright, so right about now, we're gonna go ahead and take that 10-minute intermission. Alright, so anyone that wants to smoke, go ahead and step outside and smoke.